Hello everybody, this is Toys R Us, and for this new figure unboxing and review we're going to be looking at the Cang toys. This is the gold version of Kinglion, which is a stylized masterpiece scale size figure, basically predacon Razorclaw. Now I've got to confess, and again I was just going to open up the box, get the figures ready just to start the review, but I really feel that when I do the reviews on these figures I have to show you just, I suppose, the quality and I suppose the amount of effort that they actually put into just the packaging and to how it all looks. And also I want to give you an idea of size and scale as to how big this is. I can just about reach over. There is a Combiner Wars Bruticus. So this package is completely bigger than that. Now, as I say, I think this is either my fourth or fifth one of these that I've been reviewing. And even this new character, which is Razorclaw, this is just going to be the foot to, as I say, their version of Predacon. I believe they call him Thunder King. And as I said, I opened this up ready and I was just going to get the figures out and I was just going to start the review showing you them in the alternate mode. But again, just to give you an idea, these have just blown me away, to be honest, this particular company and these particular figures. And it's one of the, I'm really pleased to be fair that I did start to do third-party figures because of these, because I've just never seen anything like it. So we've got a huge book here. I'll show you this in a little bit more. Them collector's cards are legitimately metal. So that's, again, just something that's really, really good. Look how well packaged they are. Completely well packaged. I've put it upside down by complete mistake, obviously, but I'm going to keep it there because I'm just going to pull them out. So we've got, that is a smaller figure, which, as I say, is going to be the foot. That's going to be the foot to their take on Predacon. This is who we're going to be looking at. This is their take on a Razorclaw. I know it looks awful that he's upside down, but as I say, I just want to show you how well packaged they are and how well the presentation is. So I'm going to spin it round and get him back out and we can do some first impressions. So I've set him free from the packaging and this is what he looks like fresh from there. So don't be surprised if there's a few things, you know, which aren't the way it's supposed to be in robot mode. What I'm just going to do is some first impressions. We will then later see his alternate mode and then of course we'll come back and we'll have everything attached and he will look exactly as he's supposed to be. Now I'm pretty much certain this isn't what he's supposed to look like because I'm pretty sure we need to attach these and he's got a blaster here as well. Now the other thing as well is I've just picked up the instructions, which are huge, and straight away it looks like it came with all these. So what I've had to do, and I found it, and it's a good job I did check, is that there was another layer underneath the robots and there was these in there as well. So we've got the large guns, we've got a huge axe, and again, to try and give you an idea of scale of these particular things, that is a up-to-date leader class Sandstorm figure, which, you know, it's nowhere near the size of these guys. So these are, as I say, aimed at masterpiece sort of scale, but to be honest they're a little bit bigger, which you will see later on again when I bring in some Takara MP sized figures. Right, let me just move this out of the way. Now the other thing I want to get across about these is the weight inside them. So there's a load of die cast in here, and even though they're as big as they are completely incredibly articulate and incredibly detailed. Even though this is just all gold, there is of course a couple of other versions now. There's the main coloured versions and there's some purple versions of these. So if we look from the back, we can obviously tell, we know that because he's Razorclaw is going to be a lion. Excuse me. So we've got a long tail, we've got the beast claws, and we've of course got the lion's head. With regards to the robot though, the head will turn around, look up and down, full articulation there. The arms will go out to the sides. Oh, maybe I shouldn't have pulled that all the way out. They will go on ratchets. They will click all the way forwards, all the way backwards, which you can see there. The bicep joint inside there, that is die cast, you can hopefully see, and it is cold to the touch. The wrists will spin around. You've got full, like, loads of articulation in the fingers right up to the knuckles as well. Excuse me. You've still got, have we got a waist swivel? Yes, we have. There's a waist swivel. It's slightly hindered by the hip skirts. There's the hip skirts at the front and at the side. So yeah, the legs are on huge ratchets. They'll come right out to the side. They'll come down. They will come near enough all the way up. They're slightly hindered there, but you can already see there's a swivel at the top of the thigh there. There's a knee bend again on a giant metal ratchet. There's an ankle tilt, toe tap, everything. Again, this is exactly what you'd expect from a masterpiece figure. And as I just want to reiterate once more, this is just first impressions. This isn't obviously what he's going to look like when he is in his proper robot mode with everything attached. So what we're going to do now, as I say, let's come back, look at him in his alternate mode, and then we'll come back later on, see everything attached, do some more comparisons, and bring in, of course, the original Generation 1 Predacons for a comparison. So here he is in his alternate mode with pretty much everything attached. And I've got to say this yet again, I'm running out of things to say about these figures. They're blowing my mind every single time that I transform them. I thought their take on Dive Bomb was, you know, nothing short of spectacular, but this guy as well, in this mode with everything attached, I'm sure, well, I hope you can sort of tell from the images, I mean, just how spectacular he looks, even though it's just completely gold. And obviously, since I've started doing these, we've now come to learn that they're going to be doing purple and green versions of these particular figures as well, which I can only imagine, again, will be sort of spectacular. I'm trying to spin him around without pulling the legs or the arms off or knocking any of these extra additional bits here, but let's just give you an idea of scale and size. So there is the original Generation 1 Razorclaw. It's, you know, it's on a completely different level. It's absolutely insane. I'll show you the articulation on the new one in a second, but that is, of course, just for your scale. Let's move him out of the way. Funnily enough, just because he's here, there's a G1 Chrome Dome, which of course was quite a big figure. I'm just going to do a couple of G1s first and foremost, to be honest, because they're here. Well, that's missing Link, but you get the idea. Let's bring in Masterpiece Soundwave. Now, I can't fit anything else in alternate mode on here, Masterpiece sort of scale size. Hopefully this is giving you some sort of idea of just how big he is. I will bring in all of the rest of them, as I say, in a separate video where I'll try and get them on, because I won't be able to fit them on this particular review station. I'll have to move it into another room again, maybe to the old room. Let's get Leader Class Sandstorm in. So there you go. That's hopefully giving you an idea, I suppose, just how big it is, if not compared with any other vehicles. But let's have a look at it. So look at the head sculpt. It's sensational. It really is. I mean, these are incredibly sharp, so be really careful with the jaws and the big teeth. Of course, you can see that the mouth does open. The head will look up and down. It'll move side to side. The legs are on these ratchets here. Oh, there you go. I knew I'd knock these off. Now, that's nothing detrimental, guys. That's just these, which you can see attach via the hexagons on the top of the shoulder. What I will do for now, though, is just keep this one off. So this is the original arm from Robot, so it'll go all the way up and back. You've got swivel there as well, like a bit of a butterfly joint. You've also got the swivel just beneath it. You've got another ratchet here, which is of course the elbows, and the hands are all tucked away neatly inside there. So you can do the same for that. Obviously, you can, if you wanted to, you can twist the waist. I'm not going to, because you can pop all of these off. The back hind legs have got exactly the same, so all the ratchets in the top there, ratchets in the back of the legs, ankle tilt, rock, everything. I mean, these are incredibly articulate, detailed figures. The tail as well has got 1, 2, 3, 4 points of articulation, if not more, probably 5 to be honest. And as I say, this just does attach really, I'm going to say quite simply, and watch it not go in now at all, via that, you know, there you go, typically not, via this hexagon shape there. If it doesn't go in, I'm not going to try and waste too much time. There we go, it's gone back in, and I've knocked it straight out. I'm just going to quickly get it back in, and again, you can adjust all of the things at the back, like these guns as well. Right, let's move my hand out of the way. You don't want to look at my hand constantly. If I lift these up out of the way, this whole back thing, these again are also separately attached under there, so you can maneuver all of these spikes around. You can take it off if you want. This will move, it'll turn. You can detach the guns. You can spin these around as well to bring it down. You've got an articulation. You can't even see what I'm doing because it's so high up. Oh, I've knocked the whole back off now. What I was saying is you can turn these around. You can bring these. The backs just come slightly detached, but to be honest, it's actually helping me for the video, so I'm going to keep it like that just for now. There's so much you can do with this. The only issue and the real issue with these particular guys are, you can even go this way and that way as well, is the size of them. So if you've got the space, to display them. I'm having no luck with that, am I? But yeah, as you can see, and as I say, hopefully this is like some of the longest, I don't want to say long-winded because I think it's worth it, but it is like one of the longest in-depth sort of videos that I'm doing. This just moves around on that axis there as well. I just want to show you that it's actually not that difficult. There we go, that's better. Yeah, they're just too good, in all honesty. I love the Doctor Who figures. Funny enough, let's bring in a little Doctor Who figure just for a bit of fun, because they're easy to transform and they're fun to play with. But I really love Cang toys for their aesthetics and how good they really do look. But that's pretty much all I'm going to say about the alternate mode. We're going to come back with him in the robot mode again for the final time to do some more comparisons, and of course I'll have him exactly as he should be. He was fresh out of the box last time, and we'll have everything attached to him for that. Oh, in fact, just about to miss this out completely. We've got his gun as well, which will attach via, I don't know if you can see this, there's a hole there. I'm just going to attach this in there as well, so you've got even more armory, weapons, etc. that's attached in there. That's probably giving you a better idea of all of the stuff that's going on in here. These you can move all of these spines around. It's crazy. As I was just saying though, that's pretty much it for the alternate mode in this particular video. Anyhow, we are going to come back and have a look at him in his robot mode with all his things attached and just see how amazing I imagine he looks like that as well. Okay, then we're back and he is in his what I believe to be the correct orientation for his robot mode. And the reason why I say that is because there is so many ways that you can choose to display this figure, and I think unfortunately, if I'm being super honest, it's going to be really difficult for me just to show you, I suppose, how amazing in hand he actually is. You can, of course, you can bring these up, you can configure all these to come way over his shoulder. They do spin, as you saw in the alternate mode, they spin from side to side. But the thing that really is, I suppose, the most breathtaking or mind-blowing, whatever you want to call it, is just the detail on it. All of these spikes, you can pretty much move all of these, the ones on the shoulders, you can move all these, you can even take them all off. What I've managed to do is get every single thing from the actual parts to him. I'm just going to take the camera off and just so you can have a look at all of this going on at the back. So this is the huge spikes. Again, you can move all them independently. You can just see how much it's reflecting. I've just got like a normal light on here. It's insane. Honestly, in hand it is insane, and it's just a massive figure. So you can move all these, and as I said, I've got all the feet and everything the way that they should have done. That's all tucked up there. The other crazy thing that you can do, I'm going to show you as accessories in a second. I think you can actually take these off and use these as guns as well, which I've not seen any pictures of, but to me, if you look at the back now, you can see there, they're like definitely guns. So I'm going to have a go at doing that. I just think that I really need to do exactly what I'm doing. Just take it off the stand just to sort of show and give you an idea of all of these things. And I've just got to apologise for the glare. Reflecting off it, but hopefully you're going to get a better idea of what exactly he looks like. So I'm going to reattach it and we're going to attach some of the accessories to it. Right, so again, he's not even fitting on screen, so let's just lift this up just for a bit of fun. There is your Generation 1 Razorclaw figure. Absolutely no competition, and I know there's not, but this is obviously just the figure that he's based upon. And again, what I was saying about size, this is one of your Takara masterpiece figures, and he's towering over him, completely towering over him. So this is the problem that I've got at the moment, is I am going to be doing a full collection video, but I'm not going to be able to do it in this particular room. If I bring up there, take on a Headstrong, which is huge Rhino, he's not as tall, but just to sheer the size and yeah, just the width of them, just how many accessories they've got, etc., just means that they do take up so much space. Right, so as I say, we've seen all the articulation in the first part of the video. This is the sword, or shall we say, I don't even know what to call it. It's like a staff or a spear or a borderline trident, huge axe, whatever you want to call it. So you can tell that this is going to be held, and it's going to be the start of the sword for the fully combined Thunder King. However, what you can do with this particular one, you can open it up. You can see there that you've got the grips, which is your pretty much industry standard masterpiece grips for the fingers. And because these are fully articulate, as in absolutely everywhere, let's see if I can do this without knocking everything off. This should, he says, should be able to. I think I've just missed it. It should just drop in. if I can get it right. Where is it? Oh, it's not going to work now, is it? I might just have to close his hand around it. But this is just, as I say, one of the things. It's because it's too long. I need to lift his arm up even higher, and then let's see if it'll attach. Right, there's that one there as well. And this is typically, why is it playing up for me now? It's got to fit inside there. As I say, it's industry standard, most of the Masterpiece fig. There you go. It's, see, so it does fit. I wanted to persevere just in case you thought that it didn't. Now you can close the hand around it, and he's got a giant axe stroke, trident stroke, whatever else. You can of course attach the guns as well. I'm not even sure if this one's for him, it might be for his box mate, but either way you can, of course, you can attach that. So this is what I was on about with these things on the back. These come off independently, same as the shoulders. There's just too many attachments, and to be honest, there's too many configurations, so I'm not going to show you every one of them. Look at this, these are the spikes on the back. You can bring these back, lift that up, and then, oh, I've just left the ball and socket in. Typical. This does fit into the back like so. And again, you can put this wherever you want. So you can put it on the shoulder if you wanted to. You can do exactly what I'm going to do by the looks of it. If that's going to fit in there, yep, there you go. So that would be a hand. You could pop that into his hand, and you've got like a blaster, which again is another bonus if you wanted to. As I say, these will come up. It takes quite a bit of doing to do this, to be honest, to bring them up and lift it all the way over the shoulders. So again, to keep the main length of the video down, I'm not going to be doing that. I think hopefully I've managed to do this guy some justice, but as I said, I will be doing a fully combining video, and I'm also going to be doing a full collection of them all in robots, etc. Hopefully when I get a bit more space and when I get onto the rest of them. So at the moment we've got 4 or 5 of them unboxed now, with of course the crab, with of course all the extra parts. There's quite a few of these, but they are truly sensational figures. So hopefully you get the gist of how good he looks. And that is all I'm going to say about Kinglion by Cang Toys. Such an amazing figure, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. Take care.